Hi there, Cherie here from remindedhomeschooling.com, otherwise known as Reminded Mom. And I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about the experience we're having using CTC Math. We started using it back in 2014 when we came home from Europe. And my daughter had been studying math in a foreign country in using a foreign language. And if any of you have this experience, you know that in Europe, the comma and the decimal are reversed. So that brought quite a bit of confusion to my daughter upon returning home, as well as the fact that learning it in a different language, learning math in a different language, the terminology was different. She was just confused, and it left some huge gaps in her learning. So we got CTC Math and used it to tutor her and to fill in the gaps with her other curriculum while she was using it. And we have continued using it, and this year we have stepped it up, and now we're using it as her primary curriculum, math curriculum. And in addition to that, I decided to brush up my math skills. So I'm using it, and I decided to experiment a little bit and try using it alongside of Saxon Algebra 1. I do that by looking up the contents, the table of contents. I use the description of each lesson, and I just do a search and look up the lesson and find the complementary lesson in CTC and do that along with the lesson in Saxon and the problems. So it's kind of a fun thing to brush up your own math skills, and you have a little more confidence in helping your own child with their math. And they say that trying something new like this helps keep us young and keep our minds active. So hey, jump in and give it a whirl. So what we love about CTC Math is that probably the thing I love most is that it has so much flexibility. You have access to all grade levels and lessons. So if your child is struggling, you can go back in grade level and have them do those lessons at a more basic level to bring their skills up and help develop a very strong foundation in math. You don't have to go back and take them back down to a lower grade level in their entire curriculum. You can just work on those areas that they are struggling in, because sometimes children just have one particular skill that they're really lacking some understanding in. So, and the best part about this is that you don't have to let them know you're taking them back a grade level or 2 or 3. You can hide that. You just give them the lessons to work on. They don't know what grade level it is. So there's no stigma attached to this. So it works wonderfully. They also have an amazing visual appeal. My daughter loves it. She's so engaged in these lessons, and she really loves the fact that she can go back and review over again if she doesn't understand it. She's a total perfectionist, so if she doesn't complete the lesson to her satisfaction, she goes back and does it again, and that's great. So it helps her. It eases the frustration level. We just love to use CTC Math. So I'm going to give you a little video on how I use that, how I go about finding the lessons that correspond with the concepts that need review or need to be reinforced, how I go back to lower grade levels and find that. And this is sort of the same method I use in typing in the search for the Saxon Math lessons to interface it with Saxon Math. You can use this curriculum as a standalone curriculum. You don't need any other curriculum. Although if you love your curriculum but you really just want something extra to enhance it, CTC Math is perfect for that as well. So here's a little video clip with me showing you how I use it. All right, now I'm going to show you how to use CTC Math as either a standalone or as an additional tutor for your student who has gaps in learning or asynchronous learning in their math. So aside from the usual lessons that you would assign and their daily lessons that they follow, you can use CTC Math to go back and review previous grade levels. So let's just say that my student needs some extra work. So I'm going to go to tasks and then I'm going to hit add task to add a little bit. You can do weekly revision sets, which help. Those are weekly reviews that are done on previous work, lessons that have been completed. This is if you need to specifically go way back on just one specific issue. Now here's a neat feature. You can hide year level of lessons and diagnostic tests from student. So I would of course click that, because what child likes to be told that they are going back to the 3rd or 4th grade in their studies? It makes them feel like, you know, they're less. So it's better just to hide that and say, we're going to do a little review on this subject so that to help you understand it better, and they don't really have to feel like they're being held back. They're just learning. This just takes away that whole stigma of grade levels. I love it. I love this feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign a task. So I'm going to go to lessons, and I'm going to use a search feature as soon as it loads. Have to wear my reading glasses, don't it? Doesn't it look lovely? Okay, here we go. So now you can see that this comes up starting with kindergarten, and it goes, oops, let me get it up here where you can see it. It goes all the way through. My lovely computer is like glitchy and getting slow, so it goes all the way through the upper grade levels. This is everything, pre-calculus. So kindergarten to pre-calculus. You have access to every grade level. So say you have a 7th or 8th grader and they need some review or to fill in some gaps from their basic math studies. You get into doing some math concepts and you realize that, oh wow, they never learned really how to do that. I need to go back. So here's what we're going to do. You can filter it. You can go by grade level, or you can go by type of lesson. So let's just say they need some extra practice on fractions. You type that in, and you're going to get lessons on fractions. So let's see. I don't think I did that right. Let's see. Usually all courses now. Wait a minute. Okay. For some reason, that's not coming up. Let me try that again. Okay. Fractions. There we go. Okay, there. Now it worked. I don't know what happened. I think I hit a button. I hit something wrong. So, okay, I've typed in fractions, hit enter. It's going to come up with everything to do with fractions from kindergarten through all grade levels. Now, if you want, let's say your child is in 7th or 8th grade, and maybe you don't want to go back that far. You want to go to, you know, back to about a 5th grade level. You're going to get 5th grade number patterns, fractions of whole numbers, fractions of whole numbers 2, mixed numbers to improper fraction, addition of fractions. So whatever they need to review, you can go to. They all have course number or lesson numbers, addition of fractions 1, 5, 6, 8. So you have a lesson number that you can refer to. You can find lessons that are related to this lesson. You could type in up here addition of fractions, and you would come up with only lessons having to do with addition of fractions. Addition, let's try that. And you can choose from that for review. You can go back and have them review it, and there's no grade level associated, so they don't feel that stigma. Addition. I think my computer just isn't, This is not CTC Math. This is my computer doing this. So let's see. Let me go back. My computer's just not loading the page. Okay, here we go. Fractions. Well, I don't want to waste time with my glitchy computer, so it's not loading anything. That's wonderful. So well, you could see how you can do this. So you use this, you use the search features, up here. Okay, let me try addition of fractions. There's more than one way to skin the cat with this program. It's wonderful. So here we go. So here's lessons on addition of fractions. We'll go this route, and by grade level. So I can choose which grade to go back to, how far back I want to go, what exact multiply by a multiple of 10 fractions. Let's see. Mixed numbers and improper fractions. So you can see, you can go back, you can, if they're having trouble with a particular lesson, you can actually use that and find the related lessons that go back grade levels before. So it's very easy. So this is a wonderful program to fill in gaps and bring children up to speed. So use it as a standalone curriculum, use it with another curriculum, use it as a math tutor, any of those work. Okay, well, hopefully that helps you to see how easy this is to use. And you can check it out yourself. Go over to ctcmath.com and give it a little trial run and check them out. They are extremely homeschool friendly, and they have all kinds of help for parents. They have videos that walk you through and show you how to set everything up, how to use all their features. It's wonderful. And consider doing like I do and brush up on your own math skills. It's great. It helps keep your mind active and keeps you younger. And so hop on over there and check it out. And I hope that you'll hop over and check out my blog if you're not already here. And that's at remindedhomeschooling.com. Thanks.